We start this morning with the shooting that had Fort Stewart on lockdown. A fellow brother-in-arms and co-worker is accused of opening fire on base yesterday morning. 5 soldiers were shot. They're now recovering. Officials say the suspected shooter was stationed on base and is now in custody.
Meanwhile, we are getting our first look on video of the suspected shooter. This is 28-year-old Sergeant Cornelius Radford being taken into the Liberty County Jail last night. Radford was interviewed by Army investigators, but the Army has not yet found a motive. Now, we do expect to learn more from the military later this morning.
Fort Stewart, of course, still reeling after the shooting in the 2nd Armored Brigade combat team area yesterday. Officials
say the shooter used a personal handgun, not a weapon issued by the Army. WSAV's Genevieve Lund is live this morning in Hinesville with more on the gun that was used and how it ended up on base. Genevieve, good morning.
Good morning. The investigation is just beginning here at Fort Stewart as officials are trying to learn more to what led the accused shooter, Sergeant Cornelius Radford, to fire at his coworkers here on base. The 28-year-old is accused of shooting 5 fellow soldiers with a personal handgun on base. Now, soldiers who witnessed the shooting immediately tackled him, subduing him until authorities arrived. The swift actions likely prevented further injuries. Radford has no prior deployments, and published reports say he joined the Army in 2018. The shooting was unrelated to any training exercise, and Radford had a previous DUI that was unknown to his chain of command. There are still questions right now as to how the weapon used in the attack got on base.
I'd like to recognize and thank our Army law enforcement and medical personnel and our partners from local, state, and federal law enforcement and emergency services for their quick response and support. I would also like to thank the brave soldiers who immediately intervened and subdued the shooter. These soldiers, without a doubt, prevented further casualties.
Now, all 5 soldiers are in stable condition right now, and meanwhile, a motive for the shooting is still unclear. This is the first major security challenge that Brigadier General Lubis has faced since he took his position last month. And personal weapons are not allowed on the base, so officials are trying to learn more as to how Radford was able to get his personal gun past security. Reporting outside of Fort Stewart, Genevieve Lund, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Genevieve, thank you. In the Oval Office, President Trump was set to announce a major U.S. investment from Apple alongside CEO Tim Cook yesterday. Before that, he addressed the shooting at Fort Stewart, vowing that the suspect will be held fully accountable under the law.
The nation is praying for the victims and their families. We're not going to forget what happened. We're going to take very good care of this person that did this horrible person.
Georgia Governor Brian Kemp also released a statement yesterday saying, quote, "We are keeping the victims, their families, and all those who answer the call to serve in our hearts and prayers. And we ask that Georgians everywhere do the same."
For the very latest on the shooting, including more on the suspect's background, the condition of the victims, and the response from military leaders, you can go to WSAV.com/Fort Stewart.